I even made a phone call to Scott Gimple and said, Scott, really? Are we going to do this? And he said, yep. And I was like, okay. Let's do it.
I'm not even going to tell you my theory of what it is, because I do have a theory. Maybe when we get done with the podcast, before we hang up, I'll give you my theory.
Okay. Save it, yeah.
But all right, so let's get in our first caller. Eric, who we getting on?
All right,
phone?
we've got Amanda Rosenblatt, and she was one of our first supporters of the convention at the very beginning, before we had anybody really supporting us. So she's got a question for you. So I'm going to give her a call. And again, if she doesn't answer, you can feel free to leave a voicemail.
Sure.
Hello.
Hey, Amanda, it's Eric, James, and most importantly, Andy Lincoln on the phone with you.
Shut the front door. Are you serious?
Hey, Amanda, how are you?
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm really well. I hear you're a great supporter of the Walker Stalkers in the early days.
Yes, I haven't. Oh my goodness. Hi.
All right.
So
go ahead.
Have you got a question?
I do. Andrew, my question to you is that I've always viewed Rick Grimes as a biblical figure, especially in comparison to the book of Job, and I'm just wondering if you draw any inspiration from the Bible or any other literary or film sources to kind of draw Rick out, as it were. Yeah,
but that's funny you should say that, because you remember in season 3 when I went on the rampage after the death of Laurie, I had the axe, and I was quoting. People were screaming. I was screaming, preparing for a scene when I go ballistic with the walkers, and it was, "Why have you targeted me? Why have you which is Job. There's a direct translation, and I started quoting some bits from Job. Because he would know. I mean, Rick would have grown up with that story, and that's it's the only equatable sort of. I mean, it's the trials that he goes through. So yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I used it very much. I read the story and researched it before season 3, and then I started to use it and quote it, particularly as I knew what was going to happen after season 4, and because he was being pushed out into orbit a little bit with his own sanity. So yeah, that was the reason I got that is because I was in France and I was doing an interview with somebody who quoted. He said, "Do you think it's in the very French philosophical way?" They said, "Do you think this could be a modern equivalent for Job, the story of Job?" And I didn't know what he was talking about. And I went, "Oh, Job!" And anyway, it sort of sowed a seed in my head, and I just thought, "Whoa, when can I use this?" I mean, they didn't actually, in fact, use it ever. But the sound guys did mention something to me and said, "What were you talking about when you were going crazy?" I went, "It was the Book of Job." Yeah.
That's
so well spotted, and I'm open to any other suggestions, guys. So keep them coming.
Awesome. Well, great question, Amanda. Thank you.
Great question. Yeah.
Is there any way I could just say one thing to you, James and Eric, and also to Andrew, if it's possible?
Sure.
The start of 2014 has. I'll try not to get choked up. It's been really difficult. My significant other lives very far away from me, and I was laid off from my job that I was at for 5 years. It's been rough, and to have a show like The Walking Dead and to have this podcast, all 3 of you, what you guys do, I don't know if you know it or not, but it really helps people, and I hope you guys know that, and I really appreciate it, so thank you.
Well, thank you, Amanda.
Thank you, Amanda. We appreciate it so much.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Amanda. That means a lot.
All right, thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great time. And Andrew, keep doing what you're doing. I know you get sick of hearing it, but keep Rick alive.
I'll do my best.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
Okay.
That was awesome.
I'm going to pull up the next question.